All right, let's talk about something else that doesn't interest me, but it might interest you guys. Darth Maul! Why, that's a really bad photo of Darth Maul, my bad.
So,
that you see from the back.
constriction has been knocked down to its last legs. There are more sets coming, but there's summer sets, so they weren't shown off here. So the grand total of Toy Fair reveals for constriction is one figure, Darth Maul. So, I'll be honest, when we saw Darth Maul, I thought it was going to be very, very difficult to screw up. He might be generic, he might be, another black armored figure with a cape, but you know what? He looks decent. The headpiece is decent.
The headpiece is really good, actually, compared to the other Star Wars headpieces. Like, I'm looking at the headpiece and I'm like, you know what? This looks really good. It actually doesn't look like it clashes too much. Yeah.
So what could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. What could go wrong?
We started to get to the 360 turnaround. Darth Maul has custom arms, which is nice. They're Technic built. You can see they're very intricate. He's got a new armor piece that can attach, like the old style of armor pieces, Technic connections or pinholes instead of a socket joint. All well and good. Someone spot the problem.
He can't bend.
He cannot bend his elbows.
No.
We have regressed 10 years.
No.
This set is the modern equivalent of an Avmatoran.
No, you can't. No, that's a technical. That's like
The Lego Group had to cancel Bonko because they didn't want to make new molds, and they didn't. I don't know, lots of stuff. I know it just feels very backwards that Bonko's canceled, and then we have this guy that has unique built arms in like Bonko style with like new molds and pieces of armor that he didn't really need. There's a new mold for just his neck.
Okay, the neck thing. That's the thing. Guess how that neck piece connects?
It just loosely stays there.
Yeah, the neck piece doesn't connect. It's the only Lego piece I can think of in recent memory that doesn't have a connection point. It just sits there in between the torso and the head.
No, hold up. I'm putting that can't. Okay, Meso, do you actually got the set, right?
It's not out.
Wait, I thought you said okay. No,
it comes out in April.
It's not out.
I could have sworn last night you were talking about how you got it.
No, not at all.
Okay.
However, what was all this sacrifice for?
Okay.
It has a function, and that makes everything better. So BZP on Instagram taking a video of the function to show how all these sacrifices were justified. Behold the incredible function.
It looks like his lightsaber thing in the middle is about to like snap.
It does.
Oh boy.
He can do his lightsaber back and forth. Wow, so incredible. It's not like they already had a set recently, the Praetorian Guard. I will give them
props for like trying to have, because this is some sort of innovation, because they could have just given, it could have just been another Star Wars figure, but it just seems like the bare minimum, I don't.
They're trying. They tried to do a cool function. A set that can't bend its elbows that retails for $30 in 2018 is unforgivable.
Yeah, that's.
It just feels like that function takes so much from the set.
The function was incredible and new and distinct and worth it. But this function has already been done by the Praetorian Guard recently, who had bendable elbows, and the Bionicle 2016 Uniters that all had two-handed weapons that could do this exact same thing using the waist gear. This isn't a new function.
That's the one thing I'm kind of wondering about, is because why are they using the hands to move at the cost of having elbow articulation as opposed to having the waist move itself? We already got that before with the.
Yep.
I'm thinking even back as like the Uniters, we got that function in construction. So
that's all I got to say. It looks okay, but when you really start to peel it back, the gaps begin.
Horrifically disappointing.
The function is cool, but like I feel like they had to sacrifice way too much out of the model to make the function only semi work. It didn't feel worth it compared to like all that they've done to Darth Maul here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And then like you pointed out, you can see his lightsaber is like bending too when he does it. It doesn't look like it works well.
Yep.
And that's literally all we have for CCBS figures from this year's Toy Fair.
There are more.
That's it?
We'll see them later, but that's it.
No, that's everything that we saw at Toy Fair. It was one new figure.
It's so upsetting.
Can we talk about the Ninjago stuff?
Yeah, fine.
All right.
This is another really odd case.
I'm gonna need the link to this one, and I'm actually not too sure from what they were BZPower was told about how this set was going to run. It's a very interesting concept.
I've cracked the code. Don't worry.
Okay. Do you have the whole thing?
Here is the link to BZP's picture gallery. They took extensive pictures of almost every angle of the thing. Now, when I first saw this set, just scroll down, you'll see that it's Stormbringer.
It looks like a Minecraft dragon.
I think it looks like one of the worst Ninjago sets ever made in this picture, just from like a design perspective. It looks horrendously clunky and weirdly put together. But there is a reason for it. Essentially, you buy this set, and it comes with 2 sets of instructions. One set of instructions, you can build this dragon in a super aerodynamic, cool-looking, regular form, or you can take it apart and rebuild it in a blocky, odd-looking form that works with Boost, which I actually find really awesome. This version display is the Boost version. It's a version that's compatible with Boost, but if you don't like how it looks, you do not have to build it this way. There is an alternative method to build it that is actually how it will be advertised. This is its alternate model, which I find a really, really cool design thing.
That is actually really cool.
Not been done before.
And it comes with a sensor too, right?
Yep.
Is it like a new sensor or one of the older sensors?
That I don't know.
So here's
Sadly.
one thing I'm wondering, honestly, Meso. Do you think we would be able to, because we have experience with Boost, would we be able to combine that set and Boost and come up with a different design for this dragon?
Possibly, yes.
One that maybe doesn't look like as... The thing that stands out to me, I actually think the dragon looks really cool, except for the legs. The legs are what kills it. And the feet, yeah. They literally kill that set. And like when I see what Ven has already done with like Amelia and some of the other sets you're going to see on the channel pretty soon, the other mocks that he did with Boost, I'm like, it doesn't have to look like that. Boost can look very, very sleek and modern, and doesn't even need to look like it's a Boost set. So I'm wondering if if we could change something about that. That being said,
I think we can definitely do it.
I do like that idea that what they're doing with Boost, where they're creating add-ons.
I think it's awesome.
I think that's really awesome.
Really cool.
As a concept, it's really cool. And execution, I totally get where people are coming from, where it's like the bottom half of this looks really janky. Yeah. But I do think that it is a great step. Now, you do need the Boost to build the Boost version, right? You need Boost.
Yes, you do.
As the
you
base
need to
platform.
combine it with Boost.
But even still, like combining it with the thing in your collection. We did that with the ice tank.
Yep.
We made a drivable ice tank. So
I totally support them doing this. I think it's really awesome. I just think maybe they shouldn't advertise this version for the first time people see the set, because it gets confusing.
Yeah.
People need to just explain it to them. Don't worry, it doesn't actually look like this unless you want to use it with Boost.
I can see that being confusing if we were to talk about it at the on our booth. If we're like, oh no, there's this set, but you can buy it, combine, and then yada yada.
Alternate model. Additionally, BZP mentions that in addition to the Stormbringer, there will be a city set later this year that would feature the same Boost compatibility.
Are we allowed to talk about that
Lego
now?
City?
Awesome.
Yeah, they mentioned it right here.
They do mention it, and that is, I'm glad.
Do we know if it's a vehicle or a building? Or
Nope.
We do not.
We do not know that.
Or
Nate.
rather, we have not been told anything.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I think it's cool that they're sort of opening up for this, because we've had Mindstorms and different creator sets throughout time with different cool functions in it, but we never had like a base something, and then we have like kind of like expansion packs, because that's kind of what this is. It's that like you can buy
it's DLC basically.
different models for your Lego Boost that you already have. So I think that is cool. That's a cool in concept that they're doing that. It's just this dragon doesn't look very good the way they did legs.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And some people were saying that too. And I'm like, as someone who, we've worked very closely with some stuff with Boost, and I know what can be done with it. I was like, actually, that's not the best look for what can be done with it. But I do hope that it's successful enough that they continue the idea, because I do love the idea of like you can buy this one set and you can combine it with all your other Lego sets, and here's instructions on how to do it. And go nuts with that.